Ninjakees.
Yo ninjas, welcome back to the show. Ninjabox, Ishhhh, and what did you guys eat today? Yes, today is the third episode of Thorsday at Ninjakees. Yes, so we have another episode this week again, and first we're gonna go through the comments. This show is for manga talk, anime while drawing, also focused on drawing based things and things like that, and also with next to that we have also other topics that are related to manga making and manga, games, anime, you know, that whole culture. And next to that we can also dive into different kinds of topics. So for right now, gonna first comment on your comments on the last episode, Thorsday at Ninjakees, episode number 2. So gonna comment on that, and if you guys want to comment on this episode, you can do that for next one as well. Alrighty then. So last episode, I've written some notes, so I have here Daantje. Daantje said at the last comment, or at the last episode, great drawing, comes straight from the heart. Respect that you still managed to put out a video online when going through a tough time. So yeah, thank you very much, Daantje. Yeah, it was sometimes you just have to keep going, you know, even though times are hard. I didn't want to use it as an excuse to not make a Thorsday at Ninjakees. So like the plan is to make every single week an episode of Thorsday at Ninjakees, even if it's a shitty episode. So yeah, so just, you know, doing it. Daantje says also, yes, my favorite YouTubers together in one show. Thank you, Daantje. And next to that, this is quite a big question. I think our guest of the week, we can talk about it as well later. Question for next week: what do you think of the Dragon Ball episode? So this is a really good question. We'll get back to it later with the new guest of this week. And Mr. Brander says, awesome dude, love the new show. Thank you very much, Mr. Brander. Ninjabox. Yes. Alright, that was for the introduction for now, and now we're gonna introduce a new guest. And today we have a new guest, great Teacher Eelco.
What?
Yo Eelco, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining on the third episode with the second guest. Lucky you could come here for today. So yeah, this is Eelco. If you want to give a brief introduction.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I like the show already, man. I see them.
Yes, welcome to the show, Ninjabox.
Yeah,
Cheers with Jackie boy.
I'm a premature guy who likes alcohol, and I love to watch shows. I like to play a lot of video games. And in my daytime, I try to be a teacher. I try to be. I'm not a real teacher because like, that's what I'm going to become in a billion years.
Awesome, man.
And that's like the same with Jack Daniels. The longer, the older it is, the better it gets.
Jackie boy, yes. Cheers, ninjas.
Yeah, man. I gotta be honest, man. It looks great. I don't know what you have done with the place, but it looks marvelous.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Yeah, it's a bit cozy.
Dude, there's a woman behind you, man.
What? Nani? Who is this?
She got boobies.
Oh yeah, before we forget, also in this episode, this is the drawing footage you will see. Well, listening to this podcast in your car or somewhere else. So I got a few written notes here for this episode. So intro, comments, we did that one except for that one comment.
Ooh,
and also talking about some anime, manga and games and stuff like that.
Yeah, by the way, I actually, you name mangas, anime. I actually saw the old Dragon Ball, like last week.
The old Dragon Ball?
Last weekend, I saw like the battle with Vegeta and Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, Goku, everybody. Yeah, but it wasn't on TV with the old Dragon Ball Z. But the mate was watching them. Yeah, man. And that was
Against
great.
Frieza.
Oh no, the
Cell.
first, no, way back.
Oh, with the Reddit's.
Nappa.
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 Nappa! Yeah. Over 9. Actually, it's 8,000, eh?
What?
In the manga, it's originally 8,000, but because the English dub, they had to translate it, they had to lip sync it, so 9,000 would fit better with the lip sync.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man.
So he was actually on 8,000.
Yeah, actually.
Americans, they always make everything bigger, man. 8,000,
Lip sync.
9,000.
Imagine if they had to do it in Dutch. What would it be then?
1 million gazillion billion power. But it's fun. It's you know, we watched those shows when we were kids on television.
Yeah.
And it's like
long time ago.
15 years, 16 years ago.
Yeah, the 98-ish until 2000 something. Yeah, man, it's been quite a long time.
Yeah, man, long.
Oh yeah, let's get back to that question of Daantje.
Yeah.
Question for next week. What do you think of the Dragon Ball episodes? So I assume you mean here Dragon Ball Super. Like, I'm a real Dragon Ball fan. Like, I really love Dragon Ball and Z. I also love GT. It's a bit less, but it's still really good. I tried to get into Super, but it was a bit hard for me to get into. I couldn't really get into it. Like,
oh, one sec. Did you actually see the movie with the cat?
Yeah, I did see the movies. It was really good, well animated,
Yeah,
like the fight scenes and everything. But I don't know, man. I feel a bit like it's just milked out a bit too much. Also, Vegeta acting like a little bitch, and also with the voice acting, with the voice acting with King Kai. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's maybe just like, it's not that I completely dislike it, but I don't know, man. It's really hard for me to get into it. I do like some stuff of it, but for me, I don't know, man. Me personally, I thought it would be better if they just left the legend alone. But I heard also in one of the interviews or something, or that Akira Toriyama wanted to make Super because something else happened a while back, a movie that he wanted people to forget.
Oh shit! Oh wow!
If you know what I'm talking about.
What does he want us to forget?
You know the live action.
I've forgotten already, man. I don't
know.
Yeah. Oh, well, but I deliberately did not watch the movie or think about the movie.
So, and also with the Super Saiyan, like, every color comes out now. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, to be honest, one sec. Do we have spoiler alerts or?
Yeah, okay, so from now on there are some Dragon Ball Super spoilers. If you
Did you know Jesus dies? Oh wait,
yeah,
that's a
I've not
story.
seen it all. I only I sometimes watch a bit or the epic scenes or more the ending. I watched the last three episodes because it was really hyped and they said it was really well done. It was the animation was really good. Only the characters, I don't know, man. But hey, that's just me. A ninja theory.
Oh shit, ninja theory.
But what did you see Super?
Yeah, I watched the couple. I actually gotta be honest, I did not see the first to the end, but I saw some of the Super Duper Instincts. Not the sport.
Instinct, yeah. It's with the gray hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the red area.
That's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Red, and you have Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan Blue. That's like Super
Wait,
Saiyan 5.
wasn't Super Saiyan
like
God
Super
with
Saiyan
the red
5.
hair?
No. That was
Super
like
Saiyan God is like with the red hair, right? And Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan was with blue hair, or I'm not exactly sure.
Oh man, we should watch it live. Watch it with us. Be here at 2 o'clock.
5 o'clock after school.
What will happen on the next episode of Dragon Ball?
I remember those days. When it was 5 o'clock, we're playing outside, and then have to go running at home to not miss the Dragon Ball Z episodes.
Yeah, man, he would actually go like, "Oh, I'm going to hide somewhere," and then he just ran home to watch the series. Shit. Don't you have them on videotape or records? Or
yeah, I did record them because back then that was the only choice. So if you wanted to rewatch it, you had videotapes. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Good old days. I also recorded back before that, like Pokemon and X-Men, Spider-Man, you know.
Victoria, Veronica, late night.
Good old days.
Good orders. But Akira Toriyama, isn't he the guy from Pokemon?
Dragon Ball, man.
Oh shit.
Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama.
Um,
Didn't you actually meet the guy?
No, man. That were the animators from
animators.
Dragon Ball. They were the key animators, directors at Made in Asia. I have a YouTube video also on Ninjakees, or YouTube and then Ninjakees, and you can see Made in Asia or Meeting for Legends, and I made a whole video about it, where I met them.
Actually speak Japanese or Asian with them, right?
I could speak more Japanese with them than French because it was in Belgium, but I spoke French mostly there at that place, and I could speak more Japanese than French. So
we.
They also had a guide that had to translate it, but I didn't completely understand them all the time. Well, there were some English speaking, so that was there as well. So it's not completely, you know.
Yeah, man, babe. You know, we should all learn just English. We learn our basic language at home and school, and we learn English for the world wide world.
Yeah, man. Yeah, English is it the most spoken or Chinese?
I guess it's the language of the internet. The language most people use on the internet. I mean, well, it's not fair to say the most because there are more Asians than fingers on my hand. So maybe there's like a lot of Latin. No Spanish.
Spanish
is real big. But yeah, Russia is also fucking big. Did you know I play World of Warcraft and Russian, Spanish guy, German, French, they all got like their own realm list with like 10 to 20 to 30 realms with like thousands of people on it. So yeah, they get their own shit.
Quite a lot, yeah. But can you speak with Asians and Europeans together, or?
Well, you could actually do that, but it's not that recommended because if I would log on to the Asian servers, then I would need a specialized version of WoW, because in Asia you have you know the undead race, you know, with the bones and skeletons. They have remodeled all those because in Asia there's a version of WoW without World of Warcraft without any bones or any or dead mod blood.
Is it too gory or something?
Yeah, you know PG things.
PG.
I
didn't know that.
The funny thing is, there are like you know, a lot of dungeons and dark and creepy stuff, and there's like you have these candles, the skull candles with the skull with a candle on top. Yeah. And they actually put the candle on top of just a box. They replace all the skulls and bones with just boxes.
But that removes the whole
immersion. Yeah.
You know, the vibe of the undead, their strong point. like what's their name now then? Alive.
Not dead, alive human. Yeah.
So did you watch a lot of Super, or any more comments on the comment like?
Oh, what I do like, and that's the big thing, and that's why I think that you also will be rewatching those episodes, because the quality did upgrade a lot. I watched
what type of quality do you mean?
Well, you know,
animation quality, line quality, or
I think the lines are more blurred up in the surroundings.
The lines are more neat, maybe.
Yeah, more sharp.
Yeah, you can see differences with older animation and new animation. Like back in the days, they used to do it by hand, you know, with all the cells and everything. But now they do it digital. Well, not all of it. Like mostly the drawings themselves are traditional. The sketching and everything, not always. Like they're new. Sometimes they use digital, probably some of the animators. But the lines are now. You can see difference in lines if you compare it to previous Dragon Ball to now Dragon Ball, with new effects and stuff. Only I feel sometimes with the fights and stuff, the impact is less. If you look back at the previous episodes, the weight of certain fights seem a bit less impactful, you know?
Yeah, but what's gonna be more awesome than Goku turning Super Saiyan and almost destroying like the whole planet while he's becoming Super Saiyan, man?
What?
You know Namek, the one with
Yeah.
Frieza?
Yeah.
That was fucking epic because he was turning Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
All the lightnings, and you saw just the whole planet shaking and all the energies and chis and chakras flying through this.
Yeah.
That was like epic, man. It took like 20 episodes or something, but it was fucking worth it. I rewatched the old Dragon Ball Z, right? He learns this move Kaioken.
Yeah.
Where he actually pushes his body even further
Yeah,
beyond.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, when I watched it, they actually made him like, he didn't just have one arm. He had like one arm, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like he was the whole screen
Yeah.
on the television was just Goku with a super big ass massive body. And
Yeah.
and I think that they made those things into newer things with the newer episodes and made them like a little bit more realistic, but still
More
buff.
slim.
Yeah.
Than,
It was it was a little bit overdone, I guess, back then.
Yeah, I haven't watched all of Super. I watched parts of it, so I cannot completely talk about like the whole thing. I guess you need to see it all in order
How
to
many
know it
episodes
all.
are
But
Are there like 20 episodes in the season or?
yeah, I was when Vegeta was acting like a little bitch against Beerus.
Oh, yeah,
Somewhere
that's it.
a bit further than that. I also watched the Japanese version, and also King Kai was like yelling, and he was like, like the voice acting didn't match,
What?
you know. So I felt a bit like with me. I can personally watch Dragon Ball in English, the original one.
Oh yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be Japanese for me. Like most animes I watch in Japanese, I prefer it that way. But with Dragon Ball, I prefer English. Well, not necessarily. Like I watch also the movies. Like they were also good animated. When also Frieza became shiny or golden,
Ooh.
golden Frieza
Golden Freeze.
was that was a cool movie. Yeah, the story maybe not completely. Like the animation was really good. You know, this was just good, and mostly with movies.
Yeah.
They make it the animations better and stuff. There are a lot of cool scenes, and it's called Sakuga. The more the money shots for anime.
Oh yeah.
That's called Sakuga. Like
a money shot.
you know, you have the more less animated parts or where less attention of animation needs to be, and
less
then
important,
certain like not the money shots, so the regular shots, I guess. I don't know.
Let's not use the word
I did
filler,
watch
but-
the trailer of there's a new movie coming of with Broly.
Oh.
So you previously had 3 movies of Broly.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're gonna make a new movie of Broly, and that trailer looked really good to me. Also the lines and stuff, the aesthetics, and it has a certain vibe to it. But I guess we'll know until we've seen it, you know.
But it's actually a
Then-
movie,
yeah.
not a series.
An animation movie. There's
Animation
not
movie.
live action, but an animation.
Well, I
Like,
didn't know that.
like maybe wait a little bit with live action until it's hard to adapt. There's a Bleach live action though. From,
I haven't seen, but
Bleach. There's a new Netflix from what I've seen on the web. I've not seen it yet either, but from the trailer it looked quite good actually.
I'm gonna let you in on a big ass secret. There are a lot of movies made already based on video games, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can tell you, there is maybe just one movie which gets close to the expectation you have from when you play the game, and then you have a movie of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, and
World of Warcraft?
yeah, I don't know,
Not
how
that
you
one.
know, but
Like the orcs
right.
and
yeah,
right.
man, but that's because they use pure CGI, not that much. Yeah, well, not pure CGI, but yeah, not that much real life stuff. To be honest, I lie. They use a lot of props and
in
and
World of
costumes.
Warcraft.
Yeah, man. But like Tomb Raider had like amazing movies, but it was not close to the original
game.
games, right? Even
The one with the rock. What's the Doom? I've not seen that movie though, but I heard it was really bad.
But that's like the adaptations. Have you seen the live action Avatar?
That's
movie?
almost like
Ah.
Evolution, man. Dragon Ball.
But
There's one good anime adaptation, or what I think is like Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin, there are like 3 movies of them. I've seen 2, and from what I've seen, it looked really good. Or if you from an adaptation, but maybe also because it's samurai based. Like it's also in filmed in Japan, I believe.
Oh.
And but Rurouni Kenshin is also about samurais, but with a bit more supernatural abilities, and there are some characters that are a bit more different than realistically. But I think that's well adapted. One of the most well adapted anime movies.
Yeah, maybe they could be using the same technology, or maybe even the newer updated version of that technology.
Yeah, it's also the story, man. Because a lot of times movie makers want to give their own twist to it, but because of that, they remove a lot of stuff, and then it's not like the original thing, you know.
Yeah, you said the magic word, money shots.
Like let's say a character is a square, and then they make a triangle out of it.
Ooh.
Like
what?
Yeah, they just want to make their own twist sometimes too much. But I think it's also hard as a director that you have to that the whole thing is on your shoulders, and it's your
with the Warcraft movie, I'm not even sure if it's true, but I believe the director actually played the game like for a couple of months or something. So he actually knew like
and he knows the lore and everything.
In the big ass city, and yeah, you know.
But what did you think of the movie? Like the World of Warcraft movie? So you play a lot of WoW, right?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft. And what do you think about the adaptation from game to that one movie?
Well, as a fan, I loved it, but I could also see that somebody who doesn't play the game and who didn't know any of the big names would be like, oh, he's just a big ass wizard. Oh, he's a guy with like tusks. Oh, he's real strong. Oh, that's a good king. You know, they don't actually know the background. But to be honest, I still think that they will believe, or no, not believe. They will think that that's a great movie because there's a lot of great action.
But do you think it's a movie for World of Warcraft fans, or is it a movie for World of Warcraft fans and new people that don't know anything yet about World of Warcraft?
It's more for like the 10 millions of World of Warcraft players and maybe the friends and family. So the fun thing is, when I went to the cinema to actually watch it, I saw a friend of mine. He was like with his mother. He actually took his mother to the movie and to show her why the big ass world, but on screen.
Yeah.
And at the end, she actually liked the movie. She did not know anything about it, but she liked the action, you know, because you know they had the orcs riding wolves. Yeah. And those wolves looked awesome, man.
Yeah, and the guy with the armor with the dinosaur skull. That's really cool, man. And I also like that Ragnar Lothbrok played in it from Vikings.
Yeah. I have not seen Vikings, but
I thought it was cool that he was also in that one movie. It's like a bit sort of similar setting. Well, not exactly Viking, but I mean that sort of medieval that warrior type.
Yeah,
of character.
No guns, just swords and shields and bows and arrows. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know, World of Warcraft movie also had like a lot of big money shots. Not just the trailer. The trailer is one big ass money shot, but there's like a lot of scenes, and you know the wizard in game or in the movie is actually quite a nice guy in game. And in the movie, he starts off as a nice guy, being corrupted, being turned into a demon. But in the game, it's not that big focus on him becoming a demon or an enemy at all.
In the game,
in the World of Warcraft game itself.
In the game, so they took more focus in the movie.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah, because he was a big character in the movie, so yeah, it was logical to when he turns into a demon to turn him into some sort of enemy.
I guess it also takes steps because WoW has a lot of lore, right? So you cannot just tell one movie all the stuff, you know. You have to take the time to tell the story.
Yeah. It was actually, I believe, it was even pre-World Warcraft. It was like from the Warcraft times.
Oh yeah, spoiler, yeah, the ending, you had this baby.
Yeah, man. But, you know, the fun thing is that they actually made the zones in-game, like one-on-one to the big screen on the cinema.
The what?
The areas.
The areas as one-on-one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's like immersion, you know. When you walk your character, you can just walk your character on screen and go to the next place. But you can also get into the feeling and be like, whoa, that's a big ass city. I'm just walking in a big ass city. And that's what they put on a big ass screen. That was like,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, man. And yeah, even if they're like humans in shiny armor or orc in brutish armor, they still both have their own awesome ways, man. But always kill the alliance. Always.
For the whore!
Look, the
All the alliance dislikes.
If you dislike this movie, then I will gank you with my rope. Where'd he go? Yeah, man. Oh, another great story about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It was like a big ass festival in our city, and we went there. We did not get in because it was way too busy. But we went to an Irish bar, Irish club, and there was actually some guys, and they were talking about Magic the Gathering and about some other card games. And suddenly somebody calls World of Warcraft, and me and two other friends went like, "Look, God!" And suddenly two other guys came like, "Look, God!" Random guys, never seen them
But
before.
they weren't alliance then.
No, they were bored, man.
Because you were stabbed right away, but they were alliance. Oh, what's this?
Alliance, what? Yeah, man, no, man. Now, one guy actually played Alliance a little bit more. But he was suddenly like, where did he go?
Nani?
Yeah, well, that's fun, man. I mean, that's the great thing about all this stuff. You know a lot about anime. If you meet somebody who also knows a lot about anime, then you can like spar, or you can mind map, brainstorm or something. You can, have you seen this one? Oh, did you see that episode? Or, those epic scenes.
Yeah, what I love about World of Warcraft, I don't play a lot of the game. I do love sometimes to walk in it and stuff, but it just takes too much time for me. But I do love the trailers. Like, the trailers are always really dope. Like with Blizzard themselves, but also especially with World of Warcraft and also other like Diablo and stuff.
Overwatch also has great
cinematics. Yeah, they have really good cinematics, trailers.
Yeah, but do you know that's a great thing about their company? It's like they also started real small.
Yeah, man.
And they just made 2 games, and one of their games was a racing game actually, and it was picked up by a local magazine, and it was pretty fast. It turned into the #1 racing game, and suddenly Blizzard. It wasn't even called Blizzard back then, I guess.
But they were first in racing, like with cars and stuff.
Yeah, no, they weren't actually the first or the best, but
I mean,
they were named the
that
best.
was their main. And now they just completely let it go.
Yeah.
That.
Have you ever heard of The Last Vikings? There's another old video game about 3 Vikings.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it. I actually have it on my PC because it's downloadable for free by Blizzard itself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it was like for the 20th anniversary or something.
Lost Vikings.
Yeah, Lost Vikings. And there are like a lot of references in World of Warcraft to the game. And it was like one of the first games that got big. But here's the point, they started real small. But they expanded their teams, their knowledge, they kept on learning and learning, trying. World of Warcraft has been different like 1,000 of times. 1,000 of times!
Yeah, first it was different. Yeah. Like it's from above. What's the type of game? What's the name of it?
Yeah, RTS.
RTS.
Real-time strategy.
Yeah, like a different type, and then they changed the concept or the way you play it.
Oh, do you want to know another scoop? I should just wear a Blizzard t-shirt, you know. I'm with
Sponsored by.
But you know Warcraft 3, Orcs and Humans. Maybe it's just Warcraft, but there was first in Warcraft, Orcs versus Humans. They actually made it. The background was mostly green with the buildings and the units. They actually just changed the color of the background from green to purple.
Yeah.
They called the concept was something like Orcs in Space.
Yeah.
And that's how fucking StarCraft was born.
StarCraft?
Yeah, because they had just Warcraft 3 in space and they make a
it's a similar game, right?
Yeah.
It's the StarCraft...
yeah, man, that's how fucking StarCraft came alive, man.
Like only StarCraft now is their next gen type of RTS, or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Warcraft just changed the whole to World of Warcraft, and StarCraft continued the same gameplay.
Yeah, yes. Actually, I believe StarCraft is some evolution of Warcraft. But World of Warcraft is of course the next step of Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also just because the technology back then supported more than just a top-down view or just 8-bit pixels. It got way more sharp, and they got like a lot of more user interface. Everything got a lot more. That's like the same with World of Warcraft at the moment. Everything is user friendly. If you do not know how the game works, you just open up the game, you pick a class. Oh, this looks awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, and you just start playing. The quest, when Vanilla WoW there were not that many add-ons which could tell you where to go for the quest. So you actually had to read the quest log to go like, oh, east of the mountain Tulu. Then you actually had to check the map. Oh, I have not explored the mountain. So after a little while you explore the map, you found the mountain. Oh, a little bit east, you go to the east, and then you found your quest mobs. Nowadays, it's user-friendly, and I support user-friendliness.
Do you think it's easier now for new players?
Yeah, it's not another example. You know the spell book in World of Warcraft?
Hmm?
It's a great idea. It's actually, you actually have your spells in the spell book.
Yeah.
But you do not use the spell book. You do not go to the pages and go like, oh, casting Dead Coil as a warlock or Frostbolt as a mage.
Hmm.
You actually just press the button.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a utility, man. How awesome would it be? Being a mage, actually going through your... Yeah, it should be worked out a little bit more, but the idea is awesome, man. You just get your spell book, you find the right spell, and then blast him to another world.
But now you have the button with add-on, right?
Yeah.
You can just click it.
You can click it and quest.
And then you
they show on the golden marker. Walk right there. Kill them up. And then you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more easy, but yeah, it's user-friendly. And because back then it wasn't user-friendly.
Do you think that's a good thing or?
Well, it's the same with Dragon Ball Z. It's a good thing, but maybe it's a little bit too good. You know, it's like it's real great because they progress.
Yeah.
There's progress. They become better. The game is more easy, but maybe it's like a little bit too easy.
For the
like with Dragon Ball, maybe it's a little bit overdone with the super god.
Oh yeah. That is. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
One of my issues, like I would expect Rainbow Super Saiyan, all the colors in one, and they become a Super Saiyan Spectrum or something. All the colors. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they actually would do something like that.
Oh man, Prism with the M. You know all the colors, wild colors.
Yeah. Yeah. I still like it that the franchise is still alive.
Yeah.
Like they make more merch and stuff. But in one way, I think the legacy they should have left it alone. The legend, you know. But then again, yeah, it is one of the phenomenons. So when this gold mine is there, and it's like infinite. They will keep cashing in until it's dried up.
Take my blood. Take my blood.
But the true fans know Dragon Ball and Z. The best, man. The best. Yeah.
Oh, I actually had a friend of mine who went like, we spoke about the original Dragon Ball. And he was like not that big of a fan because he was like, Kid Goku just makes too many jokes.
Oh, yeah, it was more of a gag comedy-ish back then, and it became later more serious, you know?
Oh. Yeah.
Like even like I think at first Akira Toriyama wanted to stop after Dragon Ball when King Piccolo was defeated and everything, and then the plan was that Gohan would take over the role of his father, like becomes the new Goku sort of. But then, like with Cell, you see, he sort of became that, but later he didn't.
Yeah, later on he became some sort of Power Ranger.
Yeah, the Great Saiyan Man. Yeah, I saw lately a little meme or something where, like okay, some things that that happened in Z, they removed the like something means a lot in Z, for example, and then suddenly they do something in Super, and then because of that choice or that decision in that show, suddenly that other thing then means like it's for nothing, or it decreases its value, or I don't know.
Like defeating the androids wasn't a big deal, or defeating Cell wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it removes the importance of a scene. Like I'm not sure how to analyze. Yeah, you have to get Yeah,
man. But that's great about these series, you know. There's a lot of stuff happening, and there's a lot of references between the episodes and seasons, I think, man.
Yeah, But what do I think of Dragon Ball, the new Dragon Ball episodes? Yeah,
Oh, that's the question. That's the question. Yeah, let's go back.
I think you kind of can, you know what I think. Like, okay, I don't completely dislike it. There's some cool stuff in it, but it's just not for me. Like, some parts are cool, and the animations. I will check out, of course, the new movie, and the movies are always like really good, well animated. I'm still a Dragon Ball fan, but it's just still it's not the same. Yeah.
If you ever could get Super Saiyan hair.
It's not necessarily that I'm nostalgic only. Like, it is nostalgia, of course.
Wow,
But you can see, yeah, if you analyze it, you see it, man.
Yeah, but
Like,
but there are a lot of
but
video games.
maybe if I were a kid, like I was 10 or something, I was like, oh, because you don't see shit, you know.
Yeah.
You do see shit, but maybe it's different then if you're not thinking too much about it, you know. Just go watch it without too much of.
Yeah, but put your brain to a blank. And
Because
just
also
watch
with animes these days, I'm more picky what I watch. Like, I'm not marathoning 200 episodes in a few days anymore. Like, it's like it's not.
Shit.
Just takes too much time right now for me, personally. Like, but if you're still younger right now and you're now growing up with the new stuff or whatever, then you might still you can still do that, or maybe even if you're older.
Yeah, do you mean? No, that's not possible.
What?
The hype is not gone, right? The
The
hype is new.
Dragon Ball's
It's new
still
word,
hyped.
but yeah.
I think it's still you know.
Yeah.
But what other animes did you watch, or mangas?
Back then or nowadays?
All times.
All times. I also love Digimon.
Digimon, yeah.
Did you know the guy?
Digimon,
Digimon?
really good show.
The guy had like big ass feet. The guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's the guy's name with Agumon?
Tai.
Tai.
Yeah.
He has
In
like-
Indonesian, it means shit. Tai. Tai.
To Tai.
But probably in other languages it means something else.
Something heroic. Heroic shit. Yeah, but Digimon was awesome, man. Because it was like a mix of Pokemon. But they were different.
Yeah.
And they had like their own worlds and everybody. But maybe that's the thing. When I watched the show, I wanted a watch just like Digimon. You know, because you want to wear that shit and go to their world, man.
Digimon is a bit different. Like Pokemon, you're already in the world. With Digimon, you actually go to another world.
Like Gans.
Yeah. Gans, also a good
yeah, because
anime.
they also go from one world into another whole world. And the fun thing is, in the other world, they're like epic guys.
Yeah,
epic.
man.
It's
I
the
like
same
the
with me.
designs of the Digimons.
Yeah.
All the
What was up with the cogwheels, the little things going out of their necks?
with
when they were-
guns.
With Digimon, when they were defeated, there was this little thing that flew out of them or something.
Oh, weren't they like there was this evil guy, this demon Demonmon or something? I don't know. Devilmon maybe, Devimon or something. I don't know. There was Devimon, right? Like everything ended with Mon, like.
Yeah.
And you had this evil. Wasn't there an evil Digimon that like controlled the other Digimons, and they had to defeat them? And then when they defeat, I'm not sure. I'm correctly sure. And then they released the. If that is.
But the fun thing is, with Digimon, you started with the guy Tai started with a dinosaur.
Yeah.
A small
Agumon.
dinosaur like Charmander.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it was a big ass
Yeah,
Charizard T-Rex with claws,
Yeah.
and suddenly he could fly. You know, there were a lot of evolutions. Evolvements.
Yeah.
Evolutions. But that's what keeps people watching, right? Because it's the same with when
It's like Super Saiyan because they
Yeah.
also went back to their original shape. Like
it's not
they
they're always that
transformed.
awesome.
Yeah, they weren't always that big. Like, and they were also fusions and everything. Like they became bigger. Like Greymon, Metal Greymon, Super something.
Yeah, man.
They became everything bigger.
Metal Greymon, yes.
Yeah, there were different types, of course. Like some became really big and others became a bit different. Like the Angelmons.
Fusion, there was
there was
also
a
fusion, man.
Yeah, man. Garurumon.
Caribbean man.
And you had a lot of. Yeah, man. Good old days.
Yeah.
Did you also watch the second season then? Like you had the first gen of kids, and then they became a next gen.
Yeah.
There
It
actually
actually was.
The guy had the blue sort of dinosaur-ish. creature at the
I
main
watched, I
character.
remember, man.
A sort of new tie of the next generation. The main character.
Yeah.
And his sister. What's his name? I forgot. Katai had a sister named
May. Play.
I forgot.
But I watched it, yeah, with the new characters. But there was something new back then because you had one set of characters and it was just the whole area or the whole episodes. The series was about these characters. But Digimon suddenly switched, and I remember actually when you just noticed, I remembered that I actually had to get used to the new characters because there was suddenly a big switch. Like, whoa, what happened, man?
Yeah, that was also back in the days. Like suddenly you had different episodes. Like you had to. It wasn't always like, for example, with Dragon Ball. Like, for example, Frieza's saga ended, and then they restarted. They had to, instead of continue, because I think they didn't have the episodes yet, the new ones, or
GT, right?
with the Android. So first Frieza was done, and then later came Trunks, like with the finger. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But at first there was a break or
Fruity
something.
Trunks.
They recycled episodes.
Yeah, but that's pure business, man.
And maybe they didn't translate it yet or something. That may be also one of the reasons.
I also, SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I also watched the Dutch version
Yeah.
of the guys who did the dubs.
Yeah.
And dubs is when they translate it to their own language, right?
Dubs is when you speak.
Oh, yeah.
Subs is subtitles. Dubs is dub titles, weet ik veel.
Dub titles. New dub title. But they actually went like, we get the new episode, we get our script.
Yeah.
But it actually took time to make it like perfect. To match all the voice lines, to actually render it maybe.
Yeah, but we got it in English. Right or not? Wait, let me think.
No, SpongeBob was Dutch.
But Digimon was also Dutch, right? I think it was Dutch, right? Or not? I think it was Dutch. Pokemon was Dutch, I know for sure. Dragon Ball was not.
Not?
Dragon Ball was English.
Yeah, true.
Because we had subtitles. Like those were the good days when kids shows still had subtitles that you could learn English,
Yeah.
Like now everything is, I believe, dubbed.
Oh man.
I think it's good if it's subbed.
Yeah.
Then you can learn, get used to the language.
That's actually educational because you actually, you hear and you watch. So you hear them saying,
and you read the subtitles, yeah.
And you read it like, ik ga nu dit, I'm going to do this, but then in Dutch.
But what do children right now in school, for example, know English? Well, maybe with YouTube.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Dutch music, and I'm not that proud of. I'm not that proud of Dutch music, guys. What up with my kids going like I'm the son of the devil? That's not that nice. Oh, fun story. I was walking my kids from the class to the gym.
Yeah.
And they were like a little bit slow.
Yeah.
So I went like choo choo, like move on, and they were like choo choo. There's an andere trein. Choo choo. Locomotief. That's like a Dutch song, and I was like, what? Yeah, but it's what nowadays. If they know English, wow, they use the internet a lot. But yeah.
Well, yeah, with the interweb, they probably need.
Well, they actually
English,
have like.
But you also have Dutch YouTubers.
Dude, we had English back then on school, right? We learned, hi, how are you? Where's the library? This is a hamburger. These are 2 hamburgers. Nowadays, they learn English using lyrics. They're like whole programs made by people, like songs, and they just translate the lyrics. They even do the English version, the Dutch version. They do the translation, what it means, what it says.
Yeah.
It's deep, man. It's like, what they do in America. They always do Shakespeare, right? They learn about Shakespeare. They have to read books from Shakespeare. And they go like into the lines of Shakespeare. Oh, the writer or Shakespeare meant this with that line. The moon was shining. Didn't mean the moon was shining. It meant somebody was bent over. And that's what they do with the song lyrics nowadays.
Oh shit. The heck? Well, yeah.
Yeah, man.
We did have songs, but they weren't in English, right? Loss of Haters.
Dus kilometer veters, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But I do think the kids nowadays are more motivated to learn English because they know the world is real big.
And also with gamers, they have English mostly. Well, not always, but
yeah, they actually know to thank the bus driver means in Dutch the buschauffeur bedanken. So in Fortnite you can actually thank the bus driver, and they actually know that they're like saying thank you to the bus driver. So they will know what the word thank you means, and they're like kids from like not 4, like grade groep 4, that's like grade 2, like so. 6 to 10 already, man. They can say thank you for sure, and they know victory.
Victory.
Oh yeah, man. But to be honest, man, I'm glad I played Fortnite because there are a load of kids playing Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Also because of Ninja, right? He's now the most famous gamer.
Yeah, but that's true. My guys in groep 6, ik weet not well, I'm not sure how it translates to the English version of the grades, but the guys in my class like age 10.
Yeah.
They know Ninja. They even dude, do you know Ninja? What?
Everybody now knows.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's cool, man. Also because of his name.
Yeah, Ninja. Oh shit.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay.
So
what's the next topic on the list?
We have still some animes or mangas.
Oh, animes. Do you know which one I thought was freaky?
Which one? Elvenlied.
Elvenlied, yeah, with the woman naked body and just killing.
With the English they say it different, I think. Like Elvenlied is like you say, but I think in English they say Elvenlied or something.
Oh yeah, Elvenlied.
Very strange to me.
Elvenlied.
I always Elvenlied, weet je wel.
Yeah.
Of,
for real?
Elvenlied.
Elvenlied.
But maybe they say Elvenlied or something. Elvenlied.
Elvenlied.
I think I saw like a YouTube video or something, and someone said like Elvenlied. I was like, huh? Oh yeah, wait, that's English. They say it differently. But lead, I always say lead. Elvenlied.
Elvenlied.
Elvenlied. It's Elvenlied, ninjas.
Lied.
Not lied. Lied.
Tell them, how do you say Ninja Gaiden?
So, like you said?
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yes, man. That's the only way.
The only way.
The only way.
The only way. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What is the point?
Animes. You don't read any mangas. You've never read a manga?
No, man. I read a comic book called Party Time, or Pages, with like a lot of manga within it. But that's the only one, man. And I just read one.
You prefer to watch animes?
Yeah.
When it moves, with...
I like them round boobies jiggling.
Jiggle.
Nah, I just like, I'm not... I think I'm just an old-fashioned guy, because those books are like... I teach people. Yeah. You read from the left to the right. Here's a book. Oh, you actually read from the top to the... And then, it goes against my intuition.
Oh, yeah. I guess you just have to get used to it. Maybe if there are some mangas you get into, you might be able to... to actually, get into it and enjoy it.
Tell me about it. Do those people who make anime just put like the manga on the printer and then just make it movable, or do they just make new drawings, or do they just?
What do you mean from manga to anime, or because manga is like the comics, strips, and then anime is like take films.
Yeah, and they actually
cartoons,
they animate the pictures. If you put a lot of pictures next to one another and you move them real fast.
Now, mostly the manga is like are the storyboard for the animation, but they still have to make the movements. They have to draw it all. But if the anime is well adapted, or the manga is well adapted to anime, if the key points are solid, then because you have to also keep in mind that when mangas are in different, they are different in the shapes are different. Like if you watch a screen, it's 16:9, right? Or what is it?
Yeah,
the shape of the screen is different than, for example, this panel. So they have to adjust this panel to that shape of the screen. So so because of that, they have to sometimes change a little bit, play with it so that it fits in the screen, because else you get cut out images. Maybe it's cool as well, but it's not the usual way they do it. So mostly like this scene is like really big like this, right?
Yeah.
And then with the anime, they may sometimes pan like this or make a total shot of it or something. They have to make the shapes, how the manga, how the frames are in the manga, make it to the TV screen frame, so it makes sense.
Ah, yeah, for real.
But mostly the key points from manga to anime are, they watch really closely how if it's a well adaptation. Like sometimes you have also anime that's without manga, so it's like from scratch, from storyboard.
Yeah.
So the director or who the storyboard makes, they make the whole story. They
start from scratch or something.
start from scratch,
Yeah.
so not with manga. But
Ah.
most times is if a manga sells well, like enough, they make a lot of money with the manga.
Money. Yes.
If it's popular and stuff, with that money they can invest in the anime, and the anime is basically the marketing for the manga again. So if people watch the anime, and then people want to buy the manga too, and then the sales,
And the merchandise, man.
yeah, and the merch of
And
course.
the toys. I wanted all the Pokemon figures, man. Shit.
Yeah, I used to collect them.
Yeah, man.
They were quite expensive, and remember that episode of South Park? I recently watched it, and you can also see like, yeah, man. But I think with Pokemon they did it better with merch, because there's so many Pokemons. Like with Digimon, there are quite a lot of Digimon, but
True.
I think with Pokemon they
Dude.
have a lot to collect. With
Wait.
Pokemon they have to collect Pokemon.
Yeah.
With Digimon you have one Digimon, and that's it. You don't collect a lot of Digimon, right?
True. Yeah, yeah. One. But I had one toy of Digimon, and it was like
shit.
Mega Akumon,
Oh,
and you could
shit.
actually change.
Transform.
Transform.
Oh yeah, I have
That's
one
great,
too.
man.
I think. Yeah.
And maybe it's yours. Maybe it's not even mine. But I remember a toy and you could actually transform from one T-Rex to the big ass T-Rex, man. That was
Yeah.
cool. That was cool about the Imagineers. But is there manga, or was there when we watched Pokemon on television,
Yeah.
like ages ago, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Was there a manga of Pokemon at the time?
I believe there was manga, but I also believe that it started with the games. So the game was first, and then later later became
The series.
anime, manga, and everything that Pokemon right now is a really big franchise, so they probably have everything now.
Yeah, true. My
What you can imagine. Well, maybe not everything yet, but most.
Jinx. Yeah, but that's true, man. Pokemon's real big, and I guess they're real smart folks too. Because
But it started like I forgot the name, but the dude that invented it sort of, they in Japan, I'm not sure if they do it everywhere else, but they collect bugs. Yeah, they have these bugs, these beetle bugs, these big they collect them, right? Like they go in the wild and they go capture bugs and whatever.
Oh, actual real life bugs.
Yeah, like sometimes they're like really big.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And because of that idea, later developed new ideas, and then what if there's different monsters, and then you make a game with it, something like that. You can watch old documentaries on the web.
Hey man, but the fun thing about Pokemon is you have a lot of Ekans is a snake.
Ekans. Yeah. It's not only animals. Sometimes you also have keychains.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
These days you have really weird ass like a sword or.
Yeah, but that's another great thing about the marketing behind Pokemon. It's endless, man. You can make a T-shirt.
They also milk it out a lot. Like that's why I don't
but
all the new gens, but
the fun thing about Pokemon also was in the series, like there was this milk cow. It was like not from the first generation, but the second generation. It was milk cow, and there was actually a farm. Milk tank, yes. Milk tank.
Yeah.
And there was actually, in the series, you see Ash and his friends. You see him walking. I'm not sure Misty and Brock are gone by then, I guess. But
oh yeah, they were gone. Yeah, I was recently watched also an episode, and I missed Brock and Misty. I was like, what's this?
Yeah, man. And the fun thing is they were walking, and then you see like a farm, in the background with all these milk tanks. And
Yeah.
that made them like real life animals, and that was make them like. Oh,
Yeah,
man, I
do
wanna
you wonder
walk
what
there,
they eat
man.
then? You have this episode. Do you remember that episode when James got scammed by this guy with a golden Magikarp ball or whatever was it on this ship? Like he was scammed and he had to buy this. I forgot what he said, but he was basically scammed and he bought this Magikarp. So he
Oh shit, man!
I forgot if he wanted a golden Magikarp or. But basically, he was scammed with a Magikarp, and then they were in this sort of Titanic ship, and the whole
Saint
thing
Lurch.
crashed, and they were on this slide later with Ash. Like Team Rocket was with Ash and his team on this raft, and James had this this Pokeball left with the Magikarp, and like he hated the Magikarp, and they were like, oh, and he was like Magikarp, like on the raft, I believe. And they were imagining like, oh, maybe we can eat him. You see all these imaginations, right? Like, oh, Magikarp like baked and fried Magikarp, and all these.
Oh man, yes, man. But that's another thing. Humor in series. I mean, a lot of action movies don't have that much humor. A lot of humor movies don't have that much.
Well, with Marvel,
action. True.
they have a lot of comedy.
Yeah,
jokes and stuff.
Deadpool is just.
Yeah, but it's all a lot of action.
Yeah, that's like a great mix indeed. Yeah.
I think with shonen is also a lot of action and comedy. I think that's one of the most popular genres in anything, right? Or also in movies.
Yeah.
Like John Wick.
Nah.
John Wick is really
John Wick.
is serious yet funny.
Mm.
Like action.
Yeah, he just kills out the whole organization
Yeah.
because they killed this dog. At least
Yeah.
that's what the memes say. Meme lord.
But you haven't seen it yet.
I've seen the first one, man.
Oh yeah, the first one, yeah.
Yeah, but that was epic, man. And I saw a lot of backstage footage of him practicing his skills, and that guy is a living legend.
Yeah, man. It's,
Even when
really
he was
cool.
sad and depressed, he was fucking awesome. There's like back then, like 10 years ago, there was a meme about sad Keanu.
Yeah.
Where he was sitting on the bench. Even then, he was like, oh man, he's sad, but he's sitting there, he's like thinking, and he's like fixing the whole universe, you know.
The
Yeah,
Matrix.
That's a great
Neo.
guy. Yeah. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
They also have an anime about Animatrix or something. I've never seen it actually.
Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, there was an online multiplayer game from Matrix.
Yeah?
But didn't last that long, but I'm not sure if I even played. Maybe private service or something. Yeah.
I've not seen it yet. So yeah, do you have more animes that you watched or games? Anime,
I
manga?
also liked which one was scary was Attack on Titan, man.
Yeah, you have seen it all?
I've seen the first season.
First
yes.
season, yeah. I thought it was also really good. It's maybe not for all ages. Well, probably not. But it did.
Well, to be honest, there's not like any pornographics in it. It's just like real gore.
Gore, yeah, but that's
Gore.
not for all ages.
Ah, true.
You know, people getting eaten, you know, and all that blood coming out and shit. Your friends gets eaten. It's a horror. Yeah, it reminds me of the big fucking giant. the GVR, the what's his name? The
Friendly Giant.
The Friendly Giant. Yeah, you remind me of that movie. I'm not too sure if it's also in English. Is it in English? That show, like back the cartoon.
No, we had the Dutch version.
Yeah, but I mean, was it also in other countries?
Yeah.
Okay, so they probably know about it.
English, yeah.
In English, yeah. Yeah, they also like there are also sort of titans in there, right? Like they're giants or
Big ass giants.
that also eat children. Well, not only humans or normal humans then, but
yeah, that's freaky, right? If we make a show right now,
yeah,
about a big ass giant walking around at night,
yeah.
eating kids who are sleeping. I don't think we get through all the screenings and all the inspections.
I think with they made a remake, right, with the Friendly Giant, but I think they tuned it down a bit with kids getting eaten.
Yeah.
Like at the cartoon,
come on.
the animated movie, you got a hint they were getting eaten. You didn't actually see it, but you know it was happening, you know, and that was like the like that's what movies and stuff as well. Like a lot of times you see gore, right? But sometimes when it's left for your imagination, it's even worse. Like they don't show it, but you know it's happening.
Yeah, you know, a lot of sex scenes in movies are just a male and a female going to bed and then suddenly waking up and smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, you know, there's something happened in between.
What happens, man? What the fuck do you do?
They don't show it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like that. It's like left for the imagination.
Yeah, it's strange, but let's be honest. You know, folklore.
Yeah.
Folklore is like actually origins for us. It's from German, because that was bigger area back then. But those stories were like mad evil, man. Those were like dark. Did you know?
Like Hans and Grietje.
Yeah,
Hans and Gretel. And Red Riding Hood. Hey, what's his shit?
Yeah.
Red Roodkapje.
Red Robin.
Red Hood. What's his? What the girl? With the red, with the wolf.
The red cap.
What's the English?
What?
Roodkapje.
Yeah.
Red capje.
Red caption.
Red Riding Hood.
Red hoodie.
Red hoodie. Red hood. Red hood.
Red hoodie. Wow, but do you know the one with the octopus?
I don't know.
As shinier.
I don't know all the translations.
But it's like from Disney when the princess gets a magical wish, goes to a big ass prom, meets the prince, walks out, drops her shoe, her glass shoe, and the guy in the story, the prince goes back and takes all the hot women, actually to see if the shoe fits. Yeah. And everybody who doesn't fit. Oh no, that's a true story. The sisters of the original princess, they didn't match the shoe. But in the original story, they actually cut off their feet, parts of their feet, to fit the shoe. That's disgusting.
What?
You know? So
they cut parts of their feet to fit the shoe.
Yeah, man. Let's say, I cut off my pinky and my
Imagine if they do it in a Disney movie. Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but Disney took also original folklore and make this own adaptation of it, because folklore is like non-copyrighted or something.
Yeah, just
you
like
can just use
myths,
it.
Right? Myths.
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 Legends.
Myths.
Werewolves, vampires, and all that stuff. Zombies. Like all that is free IP, I believe. Like everyone can use it.
Norse, Asian, probably ook. Aztecian, probably ook. Also copyright free.
Yeah. So.
Maybe you can use that.
Yeah, you can always use it for later videos or streams. A lot of artists already know that they do it already. Well, not all of them, but.
Have you seen? I guess I have actually watched one anime. You didn't see? Well, I'm not sure. Have you seen Bloodlet? About
I've heard of it. It's with vampires, right?
A vampire guy, sort of vampire. A Dracula kind of thing, and a big ass castle in the sky, and like a lot of different zones on the Earth. They actually made Earth into like a video game zone, like this area for level 1 to 10, level 10 to 20, and everybody who was max level was the owner of the area, and so there were a lot of reasons to challenge. But that was, it suddenly got stopped. Danganronpa.
Oh, yeah, Danganronpa.
Yeah.
I've not seen it completely, a little part of it. What was it about again?
Mono Bear.
What?
It was like
did it start with a game?
In a hotel, and somebody mysteriously got murdered, and they had like 1 hour to figure out, or 1 hour, 1 day to figure out who it was, and then they would go like into one big room, and they all like had to make a statement, I didn't kill this because I was doing that. And I think because I saw some golden hair or blonde hair,
Yeah.
I think it's that guy. And then he goes, no, but I was taking a she, so I couldn't be me. And then after a while, the prosecution starts, and then they have to vote.
Yeah.
And no matter what, when they vote, the person dies. So if they're right, the right person dies. If they're wrong, the wrong person dies.
Wait, they have to vote who dies?
Yeah, man.
Is it like werewolf?
No, it's more like actually like yeah, maybe.
Like
It's actually where, let's say we are sitting around.
Wait,
a
so
table.
in the end everybody dies then?
Yeah, that's the goal, to survive.
It's like the House of Nine.
Yes,
that
exactly.
horror movie.
Yes, and
Or
TV
thriller.
series we see with only one season, with the guys in one area, one mystical area, and suddenly somebody dies, so they have to figure out who it was. And there's this main character who actually has like theories about who it was, what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets he won't be voted because he wouldn't be killing anybody. Maybe in the end, maybe he kills Mono Bear.
Wait, so who died then?
Yeah, a lot of side characters.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, but it was her case, right?
Yeah, it was exactly.
There was a
like a lot of
case?
cases. Yeah, a lot of cases, man. My bad. Just checking the time.
How long have we been talking?
I have no idea. And I don't know when we started, man.
8 o'clock, so it's about an hour almost. 5 more minutes,
Dude.
right?
Okay, let's say something interesting. The moon is as big as the sun when you watch at them. Look at
When you what?
When you look at the moon,
Yeah.
it is this big shape. When you look at the sun, it's the same fucking size.
Oh shit.
But in reality, it's not the same size. But from our perspective, it's the same size.
What do you think about the moon theories? Like, have you heard that theory about the moon?
Yeah, a couple.
Like, there was this theory. Yeah, there are a lot of them.
It's
But
a
about the moon
theory.
and like back in the days when they went with NASA
Yeah,
with the
NASA.
spaceship. What's the shuttle called?
Apollo.
Apollo. Yeah, Apollo.
13
They
of
went
11.
with the Apollo there, and there was this document or this recording, and then when they wanted to go to the back of the moon, they were like interrupted or something. Like they got a warning that they shouldn't go back to the backside of the moon because I'm not sure if this is true, but the moon rotates in a certain way around the Earth, so you never see the backside of the moon or something. So that they were warned to not to go to the backside of the moon or something.
The trespass on the backside of the moon. But I'm gonna debunk the theory right now.
Okay.
If there were aliens
Yeah.
and they send us a message telling us not to go there,
Mhm.
then no matter how fucking smart we were back then,
Yeah.
we would not be able to read that message. We will not be able to get, oh, they mean we cannot go there. They will probably be like,
I
oh,
don't
there's
know.
a signal coming from there. Let's go there.
I don't know, but the backside of the moon is dark, right?
Yeah.
Seems scary, right? If
Have
you're
you seen
there,
the movie? It's actually a comedy movie, Iron Sky.
is it?
It's about the Nazi time from
Yeah,
Germany,
I've
but then
heard
with
of some.
on the
I've not
backside
seen
on
it
the
yet.
moon.
Yeah, it's always with Nazis. Also, they always, if there needs to be an enemy in something, an enemy in something in games or movies, Nazis. Yeah, Nazis, zombie Nazis.
Yeah,
Also with
zombies also.
Kung Fury. Have you seen it?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Really, if you have not seen Kung Fury yet, you can watch it for free on YouTube.
Cool.
It's
For free?
only 30 minutes or something, like a short indie movie. It was possible by Kickstarter.
For real? Oh man, maybe I haven't seen it because
Kung Fury, yeah,
that's pretty new.
you definitely need to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Kung Fury is like really good.
Is it like Kung Pao Chicken?
Yeah, no,
Johnny Kapow?
it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Oh, is it like
It's really nostalgic. No, it's not
Seven
the.
Sucker?
Uh,
Or the one with the
it's
big turtle
with
and the
a-
face palm?
Well, probably if you see it, you know it. If you have seen it, but it's really good, man. Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
Yeah, man.
Watch it now. Well,
Definitely,
not now, and when you have time.
Yeah. First, comment down. Don't forget to comment, ninjas. for the next episode
Ooh.
of Thorsday At Ninjakees.
Thursday, 20th or the 27th.
So-
I want to give you another scoop. We were talking about Nazis, and you said like, oh, you need an enemy, just make him a Nazi.
Yeah.
There was a rule back then in the 2000s with video
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
where the only enemies we were allowed to shoot
Yeah.
were zombies or Nazis. And that's like the whole
And
reason
they
why
fuse them.
Yeah, and they wow, zombie Nazi. Because aliens weren't real, zombies weren't real, and Nazis were allowed to.
So
be
you
killed.
couldn't use humans.
No
What?
man, no man.
Why not?
PG things, Peggy.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
I don't like, but also with the Marvel movies, I don't know, man. Like, I think with Deadpool, they did a really great job. Like, just remove the PG bullshit, just with some gore here and there.
Yes.
Also with, and I think they learned with the Wolverine movie, the latest Wolverine movie. Don't spoil the last at the ending, but they add more gore in it. Like, he could actually slash with blood and shit. Like, it makes more sense if you have claws.
Yeah.
That is not.
It's not just made to cut metal and rocks and trees. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
But there wasn't seen in X-Men 2, I believe, when Stryker came to the school. He sliced one in the feet, but you didn't actually see the blood or everything. But
yeah,
you know-
but that's what they always did. They put his fist up
Yeah.
to its body, and then
Yeah.
the claws were just
yeah,
going in. So,
maybe they should make a new movie, less PG, but more like Mortal Kombat.
ooh.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love a new Mortal Kombat movie.
Dude, yes, man, yes.
Even though the
Make-
old
make-
school one is really bad, but it's so good. You
But that
know?
was a live action movie too.
Yeah.
Another one for the list from video game movies.
Yeah, it's a video game movie, yeah. Get it more. But I liked, like, even though it's not that well made, but it's really, you know, it's just good old days. Like, some movies you can just watch for fun, you know, without
I've been
going
bored.
too deep into it. Just whatever, man.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it. Like, what's it called? A sin movie. No, wait. A movie.
A sin movie.
No, it's called different. I forgot the name of it.
Have you ever taught your viewers about Funky Forest? Because
I think quite a lot of people know it about now. And I've not told it to the people, but I think it's so old school that people know about it now.
oh man, that's straight up weird ass Asian
Funky Forest,
shit.
yeah.
Funky Forest. Watch it if you want to
That's
see.
a really crazy Japanese movie. I believe they wanted to experiment with instruments, but they replaced it with other stuff. So and that's how it came to be.
I actually just imagine like the palm tree instrument with these little babies.
Yeah, man, it's
Fuck man, but yeah,
yeah.
that's like endless rewatchability.
Yeah,
You can rewatch,
especially when you
rewatch.
you have something, you drank something or whatever. Then you know, it's even more watchable. Jackie boy.
Jackie.
So yeah, any last animes you want to? What more did you watch?
More did I watch?
Lots of
I haven't
animes.
seen that. I've seen a lot of Death Note, but not all of Death Note.
Oh yeah, and
my-
Gundam you
and-
watched,
and
right?
You know, our Philip friend
Gun-
Flip here actually told me not to watch the last episode and to actually maybe someday watch the last episode. So I decided to listen to him and go like, I won't watch the last episode.
Of Death Note.
Death Note, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I actually should just watch it someday, but I haven't thought about it in a long time.
I guess it's good to end it, but yeah, I agree that at a certain point in the show, that's the most epic point, and after later, it becomes a bit less,
Yeah.
a bit. It is still good, but
But the funny thing is, I actually watched it because another friend of ours from way back did not watch anime, but there was one anime he did watch. And we
Yeah.
always, we watched it.
I think Death Note is like one of these more realistic sort of animes you
Yeah,
can
true.
roll into as a new anime watcher. you know, or as a
Bleach is
not
the,
really
the get into anime.
just like Dragon Ball is. Dragon Ball, One Punch Man. Those are like animes that are easily to watch. You know, it's like for the mainstream, I guess, or if it's easier for normal people, people to watch.
I am normal.
Yeah, I believe a lot of people watched Dragon Ball back in the days.
Yeah.
Still quite.
But dude, wait, Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, Pokemon's an
But
anime.
with Dragon
What's
Ball,
anime? Chin-chan.
Chin-chan,
It's
man,
an
also
anime.
really good. Yeah, man, of course. Even Alfred Jodeco's Quack is anime. Like sometimes you don't even know stuff is anime. Like Bush.
Toro.
Or what is it? Bush.
Bush. The cow. Bush. But dude, we actually had the Japanese introduction song of Alfred Jodeco's Quack.
Hiro no Quack, yeah.
Ahiro no Quack.
Yeah.
Ahiro no Quack.
And when I was in Japan, I asked about it. They didn't know it. Maybe it wasn't that popular.
Yeah, but Japan is bigger than we think it is, right?
Yeah, I've not asked everybody.
What? That's not the right research, man. You gotta ask everybody.
Yeah, mine wasn't. I wasn't anything, you know. Like it's sometimes with these researchers, like, oh yeah, we asked a lot of people, but yeah, cannot ask everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and another show I watched.
You like Gundam, right? Gundam.
Dude.
I that
never
is one of the
found
shows I not really actually watched, but you did.
Yeah.
Back in the days.
It was, you know, with Gundam, I actually tried to find the episodes I once watched on television.
Yeah.
There are like billions of series, but I couldn't find.
Yeah, there are so many types of Gundams. I don't even know where to start. That's why I like Gurren Lagann. It's
Girl on Gun.
Gurren. Now there is a girl with a gun there, but it's called Gurren Lagann. It's also this mecha like sort of Gundam. Well, it's not really Gundam, but
yeah, it's a newer one, right? But like
with the girl there,
Evangelique.
with the red bra,
Ooh.
the Yoko. Well, if you don't know it, but it's I think that's one of the
If you don't know, now you know.
one of the
With
only
red bra.
only mechas I watched next to what's the Metabots? Yeah,
But I'm gonna, fillers, right?
fillers. Yeah,
I just remembered in Gundam there were a lot of fillers.
yeah.
Because they actually, sometimes they park the mechas. And they just park them sometimes in the forest, sometimes in a special garage. Mostly just random in the ocean or something where they crashed. But
Oh yeah.
then they get out, and that was the fun thing. The mega got defeated. The mega got defeated.
Yeah.
But most of the times the hero survives, and the hero repairs the mecha.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of episodes where wasn't actually anything happening besides just story building.
Yeah.
And then suddenly there were like thousands of these big ass robots, but they weren't as strong as the original because they were replicas.
Mm.
So yeah, but there are like a lot of series, man. A lot of series.
You have also a really popular one, Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion. Yes,
yeah,
man.
with the purple robot and.
I heard somebody on the 9gag actually recommended to us the guys watch this one if you liked Gundam back then.
Yeah, it's also one of the classics. I watched it actually later, like too late actually, maybe. Like sometimes I just watch classics that I've not seen yet. Like I know I should have watched it, or it's still on my to watch list, but I just watch it way later. But I think they are still good. Some things just are still good over time. They are timeless things you can watch. Like sometimes you also see they still use videotapes or something in anime. It's like funny, like back in the days, or Walkman or whatever. Like with Golden Boy, he still uses these old school. They use this old school
this drawing
stuff.
It's so educational.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only 6 apps, and did you see Ever Samurai?
I watched a couple episodes with you guys, and he was just an epic guy, big ass afro, a cigarette or a shack. Yeah, and I actually really liked Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's
The
one of the
original.
classics. Yes.
The original.
Brotherhood or the other one?
No, before Brotherhood.
Oh man.
I'm not a hater, I guess.
You-
but
I
I
think
just haven't seen Brotherhood. I just saw
I
the
think you
other
should-
and Brotherhood did not exist at the time.
I think you at some point have to see that one as well. The
Yeah.
Brotherhood follows the original manga, the previous one. It didn't end with the original manga because
the
it wasn't
ending
there
is
yet.
Strange.
The ending wasn't there yet of the manga, so that's
Ah.
why they had to make their own. Like that sometimes happens too with anime adaptations or manga
Dude,
adaptations.
Do you know why this was a strange ending? Because the ending wasn't sort of open ending, but
Yeah.
not an open ending.
Actually, I forgot the ending.
The ending was just
I
a
forgot
train
the
driving.
ending.
A train driving with, like, they're going on an adventure,
Yeah.
but not as big as the previous adventures.
Hmm.
But I like the gluttony, the sins, right? Lust and gluts.
Yeah. If you watch Brotherhood, this whole complete picture, I think it's one of the must sees.
Omonomakos.
Monomoculus?
Monomonokas.
What?
Homonoculus.
Oh, homonoculus. Oh yeah, they were the creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, man, they were awesome. They were cool. And also the main characters were cool, man.
Yeah, man. They
A big ass robot.
did you see the live action one? They made a live action. Well, I wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't too bad, but you know, I think they
Why the fuck?
most times, I don't know why. Most times with movies, they try to compress too much of the story in too fast. To yeah.
But why the fuck would they make a live?
Like if it was a series, I think they had more space to tell a story. If it was a series, a live action series, compared to a movie.
But come on, guy. Come on, people. We do not want live action.
I think the
anime,
Bleach live action is a series. Not entirely sure about that.
1,000 Kisses of the Dragon. 1,000 Blades of the Dragon.
I've
1,000
heard
Dragon
of that.
Blades. The
What?
one with the woman, the
Yeah.
ladies, the woman, fighting and losing. Oh, woo!
I forgot.
1,000 Dragon Kiss.
It sounds so familiar. Only I forgot what it was.
Something with 1,000 and dragons. It was real epic.
Okay, let's topic games. Well, we already talked a bit about some World of Warcraft.
Games. This guy
What?
wouldn't be here for video games, manga, television, food and drinks, humanity. Nah, video games.
What other games do you play lately? Or
Well,
next to
I
WoW?
gotta be honest. I'm working, so I don't play that much.
anymore?
So if I get time, then I play WoW. Because
Yeah,
there's
the
always
expansion,
something
right?
to
The
do
new
with-
expansion.
And there is a new expansion just released like a month ago, so there's a lot to do.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I also like Blizzard really much. I'm not being sponsored by Blizzard, but check this. Overwatch, Diablo 3, Hearthstone,
Yeah.
StarCraft, not that much.
A lot of Blizzard games.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And Fortnite?
Epic Games, Fortnite, yeah.
I don't play a lot either.
I've got Duke Nukem on Steam.
Oh.
Duke Nukem.
The site.
No, the three Duke Nukem.
Oh, 3D. Oh wait, I thought about the other one.
Oh, the other ones.
Wait, which one was the? Was there a side one?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but with the cage and the hands, the green hands.
Wait, wasn't that another
No, that's
game?
Duke Nukem, man.
Duke Nukem? Oh, the other one called Doom. Oh yeah, Doom.
Duke.
Hey, Duke Nukem, yeah, that guy. He has these great lines and stuff.
Yeah,
What he tell?
I want to chew bubblegum, but I'm all out of gum. I'm gonna blast aliens and chew bubblegum. Yeah. Yeah, man, but the guy was like, he was like American,
Yeah.
but then like action man type.
Action
Or
man.
what was the fuck yeah, America, G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, like Goku
These action heroes, like Expendables.
Expandables. They can make like a lot of merch from that, man. Just like action figures.
I've only seen the first one, I think, or maybe the second one too. How many are there? 3?
Nah, I heard about the second, but
I think there are now 3 of them. It's cool that all these action heroes get in one movie, but sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard because they want a lot of money. Like, oh yeah, You have to work for 3 days for $3 million.
But
And they do.
do you want to know another scoop?
Good.
There are a lot of movies
Yeah.
which had actors who wanted to play in the movie like real bad. So they were like not that smart, or you just if you want to play in the movie, then you are willing to drop some decent stuff, right? They drop a lot of their money so they can be in a movie.
Yeah.
So there's this movie with Tom Hanks, Bill Murray,
Yeah.
and he gets paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, dude, more recent, Wolf of the Jonah Hill and DiCaprio.
Yeah.
The amount that they get paid for the movie is like worlds apart. Because I guess Jonah Hill just really wanted to play in the movie, and he's a great guy anyway. So so they drop a lot of money, and that's why nowadays I think movies actors are becoming like, oh, I can ask more money. So they need a bigger budget, but they also know the movie gets like more income. The World of Warcraft movie itself already made like more than it cost. So you could say they could make a new movie.
Yeah.
But these guys are smart, and they're like, I gotta wait with the movie. We're gonna wait for technology to advance even further to own CGI. And meanwhile, we're gonna buy new cars. Now we're gonna buy new technology, new franchises, man. Expand, man.
Yeah, I also look forward to the new Venom.
Dude, have you played Prototype, the video game?
Yeah, man. I love that game. I hope they don't screw up Venom, because their IP is still like, if there's Venom, there should be Spider-Man there, right? I mean, it's kinda.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
but because
Carnage,
of the IP.
where's Carnage? Come on, if Spider-Man
Carnage,
is there,
Carnage as well. Yeah, Carnage.
And the white symbiotics.
Yeah, the main are Venom and Carnage.
Dude, there was an actual episode I just remembered from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Where it was like an ending of saga or a chapter.
Yeah.
With a spaceship flying into space with both Venom and Carnage on it.
Oh yeah, that's
not in it, but on it.
That was also Spider-Man was in the spaceship. Ooh. And he got what's it called? Spider-Man went to space to another planet with beasts and shit, and there were also Venom and Carnage. They got also there. And he had a cape. The Spider-Man had a cape. He could become invisible and stuff.
Yeah, Ultimate. No.
Spider-Man Ultimate or something. Unlimited.
3000. Unlimited, yeah, man.
Spider-Man Unlimited or something. That was.
By the way, there's a new Marvel game from Spider-Man. I haven't played, but I watched on Twitch.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff coming on my Facebook.
I completely forgot. You know, you have the old PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
I would leave there. But you have the old PlayStation, right? The old Spider-Man, with the one where you could sling to the buildings, had a lot of costumes.
With illnets. With the code illnets.
Oh shit.
On the PS1. You had this cheat code. You had illnets and you can get all the suits. And illnets, you know what it means? If you reverse it, it's Stan Lee.
Whoa. Nice.
So if you type the code in on the PS1 with the Spider-Man game,
shit,
you got all the costumes.
All the costumes, and the new one actually has pretty fucking awesome costumes.
Oh yeah, I've seen some stuff, some gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was an epic game, a real epic game.
And
but my drink is running low. So I guess I gotta go.
Yeah, it's almost more than an hour, I believe.
It's more than an hour, so I don't want to bore the people.
Yeah,
gosh, that's not
I think
possible.
we got most of the points down. Most of the points.
Yeah. But if you could choose between the mask.
Yeah.
Mask.
Mm-hmm. The mask off.
The mask
green
of
mask.
The mask you put in from the movie The Mask.
Yeah.
Or you could get a scouter from Dragon Ball Z.
I would choose the mask. What do you do with the scouter, man?
Yeah,
you can only read power levels. What do you have with the mask? You can do all crazy shit.
True.
And with scouter, yeah, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, his power level.
Oh yeah, no, okay. What now? You go in the subway. Oh yeah. Well, power level 5, 1. Now what?
And suddenly you see a guy big ass strong.
When you go in there, you go, and you see it rise, and it's going down. 0, 0, 1.
Man, I guess when you walk by a toilet building, you see, oh whoa, a lot of power levels rising.
I wonder how it actually looks like though.
Dude.
Like if you go to a party or whatever, and you have the scouter, and you're like, how it would look like. You have to scan in one.
Yeah, I just realized the both options don't compare. Like, I mean, of course you go with the mask. I mean, yeah, you can just do like instruments. You can rub banks and stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that
the
was
mask is one of the cool characters. One of my favorite as well.
Okay, I have to think of another one. To be able to fly?
Yeah.
Ah man, no.
Yeah, I would choose fly over mask.
Okay. To be able to turn grass into food or water into wine.
Wine. More money. Yeah, but because the grass is already food, right?
Yeah, but you could turn it in like alchemist. Like you put one leaf.
Yeah, wait, you
grass,
can make any
one
food
leaf
out of it.
gra-
Wait, can you make any food out of it?
Any,
Capsulon.
any food.
Okay, then I would
Pizza.
do the other.
Pizza.
Then wait, not the capsulon.
Also,
What, from grass to capsulon? Oh, then I would choose that.
yeah.
You cannot make from water to capsulon.
Oh, but maybe you can make grass into wine.
Wait, so water becomes wine,
Yeah.
and grass becomes any food.
Why not both?
Yeah, it's your question.
Whoa. Okay, you can choose to turn water into wine and grass into food,
Yeah.
or to turn your body into a robotic car.
What? Yeah, I will choose the car then.
Yeah. Okay. No. Now there's a lot of these questions with like an obvious answer and like an obvious not the answer.
Yeah, it's
Like I mean, if you can fly, then no matter what the other options are, maybe if you can watch, maybe
What?
maybe if you can grow real, organic, natural boobs. Just on the
anywhere.
wall. Dude, I would make a bed.
But
out of
wait,
this shit.
what's the opposite then, or what's the choice?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you have the boobs, you can grow boobs anywhere.
Balls.
You can do a lot of pranks, but like you can just touch your friend and grow a boob on his head or balls.
Hairy balls.
Does it stay? I think that's real torture, man. If you do that, like you touch your friend, hey, and it suddenly grows a pair
like,
of boobs or balls.
Yo, Ninjabox.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be really crazy.
And
Maybe it's a
disgusting.
good question for the viewers in the comments.
Are you above 1800 years? Then you should not be living.
Depends on what time zone.
True. If you are 1800 years in the European time zone 3000 years ago, nah, man.
Okay. Any last words? Or you want to?
I really like those smiley faces on the drawing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They're nice smiley
They
faces.
are really.
Smiley faces. Are they dogs?
Yeah. Would you like to see it on a reel?
On the reel.
On the real deal.
On the reel.
Would you like to see that?
How can
If
I
it
see
exists? Maybe it already exists.
that? Maybe.
Do you think it exists?
I hope so. I mean, if rule.
Would you like to see it? If girls would wear such a thing, or even men.
Man, I've seen where girls will wear less, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But that was because the girls felt awesome. You should, naked or less dressed women
Yeah.
aren't like disrespectful or anything.
No.
Only because their own attitude is added. if their
if they
attitude is
enjoy
like,
it,
oh, I'm wearing these clothes, but I don't feel comfortable,
yeah, then
then
it's
I would just go like, ah man, grab a towel. Here's my coat.
yeah.
But girls like that shit, man.
If they enjoy it, I think they should be able to do it.
Yeah. Hey, you're a guy.
Yeah.
We accidentally leave out our beards and mustaches. Yeah, I just didn't think about it, or it grew too fast. But it's
Or
always
November,
to check if
or
we can make it into something fucking awesome. So why wouldn't a woman use her body to make something fucking awesome?
If I could grow a beard and stuff, I would do it probably at some point. But I can't. So unfortunate.
What? Here, eat the beard food. Nah, but to be honest,
I guess it's each their own, you know.
yeah,
And what they
a lot of guys. I'm going to be straightforward with you. If I go to a music festival and it's pretty warm, then women are like these, and guys mostly take off the shirt.
yeah, it's hot, so no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, man, and nobody's questioning. There's a nipple. Dude, I actually heard this on the internet once. Or
What?
read this on the internet.
Where?
That if it wasn't theory,
Yeah.
it's a theory. Philosophy. But if you replace every female nipple with a male nipple, it's legit, legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because male nipples are allowed. Have you seen American Pie? A lot of male nipples. There ain't no female nipples in
But-
movies without
but
a
I
big
watched-
ear.
I watched. Do you know the Veronica? This
Yeah.
magazine. This is TV magazine for the schedule of what comes on TV. And now they also have strips or comics in it. And there's this comic called Storm with
Storm.
with this girl. Yeah.
Dude, Storm is like a bit. I read those as comics back
Yeah.
then, man. Wow, I
But
forgot
but
about
there
it.
there are a few now in the Veronica as a special like. But actually you saw her nipple in there. Oh spoilers.
No, don't tell.
But
there
it-
were no. He means this woman was from Nepal. That's
Nepal,
it's
Nepal,
a country.
yeah.
Nepal.
But they did show some,
Yeah. Did you know Franca?
even though it's just
Do you know Franca?
Yeah.
Franca. That's also a strip which I used to read. I mean, this is
Yeah.
a strip from the library back then, and here in our hometown, and there were actually sometimes when she was like struggling, there were actually nipple shots.
oh sure.
First nipple I ever seen.
Yeah, man. What do you
Yeah.
ninjas think?
We are
Should
talking about boobs, so yeah. stop
Nipples
us.
be censored or not? Well, I guess they can do it in a Marvel movie or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
Even if I make my own manga, I'm not even sure if I could do it because it's shonen. It's like aimed to 12 to 17-year-old boys, or that's shonen manga. Doesn't mean that
Dude.
only those people can read it.
I
but
saw a woman on the bus reading manga in Holland.
yeah.
I mean, that's like, what?
What manga was it?
I have no idea. It was pretty grey and dark.
Oh, yeah, it's mostly that way. I see what you did there.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah. We talk too much about 18 plus stuff.
Yeah,
This
man.
is the
That's
internet.
for
Let's go back to the on topic
games.
Dragon
Less is games.
games. Let's just shoot
I
Larry.
don't, huh?
No. I'm just kidding.
I don't play a lot of games. I like Pokemon Go mostly, or sometimes, and Diablo Seasons. And sometimes a little bit of WoW, but not really. Next to
Yeah.
that, I did got Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
The
the new.
the remaster from the old school. There's a new one too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really played the old ones yet. I did play on the PSP.
Oh.
Only until it broke down. But I tried to get into it back
Left one.
back then. Still in the first what's it called? Kingdom Hearts 1.5 or something, remix something.
Yeah, it's the HD remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah, but the
playing a
new
bit of
one
that.
actually has like Frozen in it.
But is it the
Big
new one?
Hero 6. Yeah.
It's like the new one.
Yeah.
So I first have to play all the other ones before,
Yeah.
I don't even have enough time for all those games, but
But to be honest, I think you're gonna enjoy the new one more because back then it had references from Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, and another Final Fantasy or something series.
yeah.
And the new one actually has like Frozen. It has like the Big Hero 6.
I've never seen Frozen. I did see Big Hero 6.
Yeah, like
which was cool.
They were like more new stuff or current stuff, current age.
But don't you need to see the previous arcs, like to get a grip?
No, you actually need to see Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse to get the previous ones.
Yeah, so you have to play the first games first, right?
Yeah, but to like those games, you need to watch Donald Duck or read Donald Duck. So you gotta read all the Donald Duck, which are like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. Sorry, ninjas. They still sell there at the supermarket.
Yeah, it's still weekly delivered, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's like insane.
They should get more manga here too, man. In the normal stores. I don't know.
Yeah.
People want it. Like yeah, stuff like that. In French they have it.
Yeah.
In French. And it's our country. Yeah, our neighbor country.
Yeah.
So it's not even that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, huh?
I just noticed Minecraft.
Yeah, what's with it?
There's also a movie coming out.
A movie?
A movie about
live
Minecraft.
action.
I don't hope so, but I guess it's like
what?
mixed with
a live action.
Dude, have you seen Get Ready Player One?
Not yet. I heard it's good, but I heard also you have to see it in cinema, so I'm already too late.
Yeah, it's preferred to be watched in the cinema, yeah, because it's a big ass screen, big ass immersion.
Yeah.
But if you get a chance to actually watch it on a 3D goggles on a VR shit, so then you should do that. 'Cause then you're like, oh man.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm in the oasis.
Yeah, man. Have you played VR chat?
Yeah, no. I watched it on Twitch.
Yeah.
They even created their own fucking memes. They're like on top of the meme economy, man.
Yeah, man. I guess it's quite a long time now, so let's wrap it up.
Dude, we're close to the 2 hours.
What? Okay, any last words?
Okay, 1 hour and 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Any last words? Thanks for having me. Your room looks fucking awesome.
Thanks, man.
Your girlfriend is real quiet, so that's a keeper. And yeah, keep on being awesome.
You too, man.
Shit, I'm going to die now because those were my last words, man.
Your last words, no. That's cool to have you here, man. It's yeah, talking about stuff, manga and stuff, you know, from another perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great having you here.
Maybe next time tell me a little bit more about what you watched, or tell the next especially guys too more about what you watch. Maybe they can relate to it because I haven't watched that many animes or mangas.
Yeah, if I would talk about it, it makes sense if you also seen it. Else we cannot talk about it. I mean, it's like, oh, what the hell is he talking about? Like I yesterday watched a little bit of Baki the Grappler. That's like this fighting anime. Like it was really old school. Like there were 2 seasons, I believe. There was also a manga, and now they have a new season. It's really it's about fighting and stuff, but it's also quite gory. Like people in fights, these crazy madmen lose sometimes parts of their body, or really crazy fights happening. It's not really like Dragon Ball fights.
Okay.
It's more sort of realistic, not really, I guess, but not too overpowered stuff. But it's still like more in the sense of realistic with martial arts and stuff. Sort of Street Fighter-ish. It's like Street Fighter's not too overpowered, right?
Yeah, true.
It's a bit more in that realm, I guess. But they don't shoot blasts and stuff. But they do have martial arts techniques, and you know. But it's a really good. It's if you like martial arts animes.
Tekken, you mean?
It's a recommendable. Yeah, like a bit like Tekken and stuff. Like I wonder if they even have fighting games of Baki. But it's a good one. Yeah.
Maybe they can add it to the show notes.
What I did not like is that sometimes they use 3D mixed with 2D. Like if they mix it too much, and then you can obviously see, like I prefer it more like all 3D or only 2D. Like sometimes they have to do it, so you know. So luckily later in the later apps, it's more in 2D instead of yeah. But yeah, that's yeah.
Baka.
Baki.
Baki.
Baki the Grappler.
Baki coffee.
Baki. Yeah, man, but it was great having you here, and yeah, maybe you can see you later in another one.
Yeah, man. And you can watch this online.
Yeah, and don't forget, ninjas, to comment your comments for the next episode of Thorsday at Ninjakees. So yeah, ninjas, thank you very much for watching once again, and yeah, man, thank you for having for coming.
Dude, don't watch. I'm gonna plug my Snapchat. Yo, guys, add me on Snapchat. I just gotta figure out how this thing works. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah, if you want to add Eelco on Snapchat, that is possible.
It's right over here. It says video call 0906.
I will leave the information in the description.
It's actually only for 20 plus. And if you're a female with female body parts. Nah,
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm not on that stuff, but I just, you know, the funny thing is, I just made the Snapchat for fun.
Yeah.
But I was at a bar, and this lady who uses Snapchat a lot asked me for my Snapchat, so I did not know where to check. So she checked, and she was, huh? What? It says video call 0906. No, make no sense. So I was like, oh yeah. I might have thought that was funny or something. Call me. Yeah, man, you gotta do stuff to think about stuff, to make memories for more stuff.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Ninjabox, traditionally this time.
Ooh.
Yo, ninjas, thank you very much for watching once again. This was the episode of Thorsday at Ninjakees with Eelco. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments for the next episode of Thorsday at Ninjakees, episode number 4, leave your comments down in the section below, so I and we can comment on that on the next episode. Alright, ninjas, this was it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching once again. Ninjabox, and see you guys the next time. Case out!